In Chapter 1, Covey introduces the concept of proactivity, which is the ability to take initiative and control of one's life. He explains that proactivity is the foundation of the 7 habits of highly effective people and that it is the key to achieving success. He explains that proactivity is based on the principle of personal responsibility, which means that individuals are responsible for their own actions and decisions. He also explains that proactivity is based on the principle of choice, which means that individuals have the power to choose how they will respond to any given situation. He then goes on to explain the 3 components of proactivity: awareness, responsibility, and response. He explains that awareness is the ability to recognize and understand one's environment and the impact it has on one's life. He explains that responsibility is the ability to take ownership of one's decisions and actions. Finally, he explains that response is the ability to choose how one will respond to any given situation. He concludes by emphasizing the importance of proactivity and how it can help individuals achieve success. Habit 2 is about beginning with the end in mind. It is based on the principle that all things are created twice. The first creation is the mental or first creation, and the second creation is the physical or tangible creation. The mental creation is the most important because it sets the standard for the physical creation. To begin with the end in mind means to begin each day, task, or project with a clear vision of your desired direction and destination, and then continue by flexing your proactive muscles to make things happen. It also means to have a plan and to take the necessary steps to make it happen. This habit is based on the principle that all things are created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. It is important to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and to take the necessary steps to make it happen. Habit 3 is about putting first things first. It is based on the principle that we should prioritize our activities and focus on the most important ones first. This habit is based on the idea that we should be proactive and focus on the things that are most important to us. It is about taking control of our lives and making sure that we are focusing on the things that are most important to us. The first step in this habit is to identify our values and goals. We need to be clear about what is important to us and what we want to achieve. Once we have identified our values and goals, we can then prioritize our activities and focus on the most important ones first. The second step is to create a plan of action. We need to create a plan that will help us achieve our goals and values. This plan should include specific tasks and activities that will help us reach our goals. The third step is to take action. We need to take action on our plan and make sure that we are doing the things that are most important to us. We need to be disciplined and consistent in our actions and make sure that we are taking the necessary steps to reach our goals. The fourth step is to review and adjust our plan. We need to review our plan and make sure that it is still relevant and that it is helping us reach our goals. We also need to adjust our plan if necessary and make sure that it is still helping us reach our goals. The fifth step is to stay focused. We need to stay focused on our goals and values and make sure that we are taking the necessary steps to reach them. We need to stay motivated and keep our eyes on the prize. The sixth step is to stay flexible. We need to be flexible and open to change. We need to be willing to adjust our plan if necessary and make sure that it is still helping us reach our goals. The seventh step is to stay balanced. We need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and that we are not neglecting any areas of our lives. We need to make sure that we are taking the necessary steps to reach our goals while also taking care of our physical, mental, and emotional health. In Chapter 4, Covey introduces the concept of think win-win, which is the habit of seeking mutual benefit in all interactions. He explains that this habit is based on the principle of mutual benefit, which is the idea that both parties should benefit from any interaction. He then goes on to explain the 6 paradigms of human interaction, which are win-win, win-lose, lose-win, lose-lose, win, and compromise. He explains that win-win is the only paradigm that is based on mutual benefit and is the only one that leads to long-term success. He then explains the importance of understanding the needs and concerns of the other party in order to create a win-win situation. He also explains the importance of having a positive attitude and being open to new ideas in order to create a win-win situation. Finally, he explains the importance of communication and problem-solving skills in order to create a win-win situation. In Chapter 5, Covey emphasizes the importance of understanding before being understood. He explains that in order to effectively communicate with others, one must first seek to understand the other person's point of view. Covey explains that this is done by listening with empathy and understanding the other person's frame of reference. He also explains that this is done by asking questions and listening to the answers. Covey then explains that this is the key to effective communication and that it is essential to successful relationships. He also explains that this is the key to effective problem solving and that it is essential to successful negotiations. He then explains that this is the key to effective leadership and that it is essential to successful teams. Finally, Covey explains that this is the key to effective parenting and that it is essential to successful families. In Chapter 6, Covey discusses the importance of synergy, which is the ability to combine the strengths of people through positive teamwork and collaboration. He explains that synergy is the highest activity in all life forms, and it is the essence of effective interdependence. He states that synergy is the essence of leadership, and it is the key to achieving extraordinary results. He also explains that synergy is the process of creative cooperation, and it is the highest form of communication. He emphasizes that synergy is the process of valuing differences and creating unity. He explains that synergy is the process of harnessing the collective wisdom and energy of a group to create something greater than the sum of its parts. He also explains that synergy is the process of creating a culture of trust and respect, and it is the process of creating a win-win situation. He concludes by emphasizing that synergy is the process of creating a culture of collaboration and cooperation, and it is the process of creating a culture of creativity and innovation. Chapter 7 focuses on the importance of taking time to renew and refresh oneself. It is important to take time to sharpen the saw, which is a metaphor for taking time to invest in oneself. This includes physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual renewal. Physical renewal includes exercise, nutrition, and rest. Mental renewal includes reading, writing, and education. Emotional renewal includes service, empathy, and positive relationships. Spiritual renewal includes meditation, prayer, and nature. Covey emphasizes that taking time to renew oneself is essential for long-term effectiveness and success. He also encourages readers to find balance in their lives and to take time to enjoy life.